Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your girl is real happy about that. My makeup look that I'll be doing with you guys today, and on top of that, I'm giving you guys some really cute tidbits, some crazy stories, some whatever about my life. So I got some personal things I wanted to talk to you guys about, and that will be coming up in the video as well. Every piece of makeup that I used here, I will try my hardest to link everything. I know there's some things that I'm like, I don't even know where I got this from, but for the most part, I'm going to link everything down below so you guys can achieve the same look. Hey, let's get this makeup up. First thing I do before I do any of my makeup is I got this like oat milk from ColourPop. Gives my face some hydration. And so a lot of the times people put like a primer on their face. Not a thing. The next step I'm putting is that powder, the setting powder in Banana from ColourPop on my areas that I want light. So right here. If you guys see me drifting off to the side, it's because I'm looking in my mirror behind the camera. You guys might be like, oh my gosh, she's putting on so much. But let me tell you, when it's all said and done, this is like perfect. But for the most part, if you don't set it like this now, girl, you're gonna be in for some tough worms. I do a lot of setting spray. My setting spray is also from ColourPop. Everything that I talk about in this video, I am going to put in the description so you can grab yourself if you're interested. And I spray a lot. Like, good thing that smells good. This thing smells like crack on a stick. So the next thing I'm going to put on is my ColourPop foundation. And everybody's like, Carrie, you got a lot of shit from ColourPop. Like, why? And I'm not gonna lie, I love ColourPop. I put on ColourPop because it's price friendly, and I also put makeup on every single day. So the reason why I need to have something cost effective is because makeup goes like that. So I save my more expensive makeup for my going out days. Hold on, I got another comment on my first vlog. It says, loved your first vlog, you did so good, can't wait to see more depth, interested in behind the scenes of agency and seeing more of Ava. She's such a cute little diva. Ah, super cute. Ava's like the star of the show. I need to make her own YouTube, okay? Because if not, I ain't gonna have nobody looking at my page, okay? For me, I'm just messing. So, back to the script. I use color dark 180 in. So N I think stands for like neutral, but who the fuck am I? I don't know, okay? I don't know. And by the way, I am not a makeup guru, so don't come for me. Some of my methods are very untraditional, okay? I just know what I like and I know how I look when it's done. All right, so now I also put on a makeup that's a little bit darker than my skin tone. It also has a lot of reds in it, but it's to clear up like any dark spots that I have. And the reason why I do that, y'all, is because when I take pictures, I want like my face to match my neck. That's what I do. Ooh, that shit dripping. See, I'm putting it right on top of that. I don't really care about it. Boom, done. Then I take a brush. I should have washed my makeup brushes, but you know what? I didn't. I did wash them this weekend, and yeah, we'll go from there. I wash them at least once a week. I can't wash them every day. I know. But if somebody washes their makeup brushes every day after they do their makeup, I pretty much think they're a freaking psycho, because like, little damp. I learned this trick from, I don't know, YouTube, Instagram, one of them, but it's a little damp. And I feel like with the little dampness, it helps keep most of the product on my face versus into that beauty blender. Okay, let's blend it in. And now I am going to do my brows. I'm probably gonna skim past this because my brows take a long freaking time. And so I'm gonna show you guys when my brows are done. But basically, I just use like a brow powder and I use a pencil. So I use a pencil to give me the shape around, and I get them really dark and fill them in. And then I go in with like my brow powder. Okay, so these are my brows. This is good enough for me. I'm going to do my eyeshadow next. You'll see what I'm going for. It looks so bomb. I would show you what this looks like, but it looks a little cringe, so I'm gonna keep this to myself. But, so I'm gonna go with Banter. It's very, very light. Exactly what I want, and I'm gonna go right over that. My brushes are from Amazon, from this place called Be Small. I put them on my story a long time ago, but then kind of went away. Amazon wasn't selling them for a while, and I wanted to get me another batch, so when these are washing, I can, like, you know, have another one. This looks a little crazy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit darker color called Tabloid and just give it like a little bit of warmth. Another one from ColourPop. I am going to put it in. This is where I put my concealer. I close it up, but I might need some more. So let that do its thing. At the same time, I put on my contour. So with this same sponge brush, I turn it around to the side that I didn't use, and then that's where I go in with that. And on the side that I did use, that's where I go in with that. So we're gonna start with this up here. This is tricky on the side because you don't want it too big. So I go upwards instead of like pushing it down here and blending it in, like having this right in the middle of my face. What I'm gonna do is put this upwards. So it's like right above where it's supposed, where it ended at on my face. Damn, you was cute. You know, you gotta talk to yourself like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, when I do my face like that, I just feel like it looks so ugly. It's like when I do my face like that, you can see every imperfection I got. Now that that's all blended in, I am going to now get a different brush to do my nose. My nose is something real special because I want that thing to look pinched. My tea getting cold, we got a problem. Okay. Don't move the camera, Kira. This is my nose. So you see I went all the way down with that shit, all the way like to right here with the concealer. So I'm going to first do that. And blend that baby in right there. Okay. I look crazy right now, but I love it because it's coming together. Anyway, so I do a little bit like this. That's it. That's it. That's it. You're probably wondering, why the fuck did you put on that damn this concealer just to do that? Trust me, that's it too. Because it's about to look real cute in a second. So remember that yellow translucent powder that I put on first? I'm back with a vengeance. Back with a vengeance. See how much I tapped in? There's still a lot on that brush. The only place that I didn't do it, that I'm going to do it now, is a little bit underneath. Long awaited and long overdue. I wanted to get like this makeup really started so I can talk to you guys and it's about like my makeup processes. Everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. Now we're going to get into a little bit about me. So everybody always wants to know my personal story. I have a crazy background. I am from Trenton, New Jersey. Okay, I was born and raised there. I went to school at HBCU, Morgan State University, and after I was there, I just moved to Florida, so that's how I got to Florida to today. My birthday is September 17th. I am a Virgo. I went to a very decent middle school, high school, elementary school, very diverse. So I definitely was introduced to a lot of different people and cultures at a young age, and I'm grateful for that. Did I grow up middle class, with money? Definitely didn't grow up with money. And I definitely don't consider how I grew up extra special than everybody, but we did take our trips to Florida. We did have like our family vacations. So I definitely think, you know, it was really good. And I had the typical, what you call, big mama house. My grandma had her house and like all of her kids could live there if they wanted to. So I love that because I felt like, you know, I always had like a big family. There was always somebody around, and that was really, 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 really good for my upbringing to feel like I had someone. When I was a kid, I was actually really, really, really heavy set. At the age of like 13 to 15, I got over the 200-pound mark. I'll put a picture up here. It was a lot for me. I think I got teased a lot, and I don't think people realize how much that teasing got to me. But because my cousins and my family and everybody was just so supportive, they were like, girl, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. But it did affect me. Like, I do feel like, you know, that affected my mental to this day. But shout out to everybody that teased me when I was a kid, because guess what? Y'all is fat now. Okay, yeah, I said it. I don't care. I was a tomboy, you know. I had my tomboyish ways. I wore my Timberlands. I had my sneakers, my jabots. I remember being in 9th grade and people was like, oh my god, you're best dressed, and I'm like, no, I'm not, because I'm only in 9th grade. So it was really cool. My mom did spend a lot of money on me to look fly. Like I say, like we would go to the Galleria Mall in Philadelphia and buy like thousands of dollars of Pepe, of any name brand Rocawear. Oh my god, I used to love Rocawear. Every color Timbs I had, like what? Okay, honey, that was me. So yeah, and so back to what I was going to get into, but I felt like you guys needed to like have like a little preview of like where I was like my world probably got shaken up the most when I was in 6th grade. My grandma passed away. So my grandma was a big part of my life, and the reason why is because my mom worked the night shift. My mom used to work at this hospital, and she didn't get off of work until like 11, sometimes midnight, and my grandma used to be the one that would take care of me after school. Shout out to my grandma. This is my grandma's necklace, by the way. This is a Sagittarius zodiac horse, and yeah, I wear it. I feel like it's my little lucky charm. So my life all day, every day was pretty much like coming home from school, hanging out with my grandma and my grandpa, you know, and that used to be like my thing. So when my grandma passed away, a lot of things happened eternally with my family that I won't discuss. That's like real deep. And we all split up, and so the only people living in that house was then me and my mom. So I went from having a full house to nobody there at all. And so my mom still worked the night shift, so I was kind of like by myself on my own all the time, like literally from like 7th grade. You couldn't do that now. You couldn't leave a 7th grader home now. Like, what? Hell no, we call them diapers. But back in the day, like you could do that. It was not like a big deal. I was bored. I didn't know what to do, so I would eat, hustle, eat, hustle. I used to work at the supermarket. I used to braid hair. I used to do anything I could do to get like my hands on some money or to just keep me active, right? I got a job at Six Flags Great Adventure. Oof, I don't even know how I'm saying this on camera right now. Oh my God, I'm not really about to tell this story. Six Flags Great Adventures, and I used to work at this place called Dippin' Dots. And there was this guy, I'll never forget his name, but I won't say it on camera. It started with a J though. And we were working together in Dippin' Dots. He was like, you know, you could just like charge them cheaper and like take the cash. Da, 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 da. And you know, me being a hustler, I'm like, yo, let's go, let's do it. So every weekend we was just like, da, 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 da. You know what I mean? Like I ain't incriminating myself. I'm just putting that out there. And so long story short, I used to come home. It used to be like money in my bra, money in my socks, money in my sleeves, money everywhere. So if you ever worked at Six Flags, you know you got to change your clothes, right? And like change your clothes and like in a locker room, so you really, people are gonna see you naked. So that was really intense. That was the most intense part. But then after that, I got home, got off the bus, whatever. So we had like a good 2-month run, and I'll never forget, we were doing our due, and then I noticed that people, this couple that was getting ice cream actually stayed there and watched us. And I'm like, yo, Jay, look, yo, why they just standing there watching us? He's like, nah, don't worry about it. You know, people just stand around sometimes and enjoy their ice cream. I'm like, nah, yo, nah, I think they really like watching us for real. So he said, don't worry about it. So you know my dumb ass, I didn't worry about it. I was young, I was dumb, I was young and dumb. So I ended up, kept going. And all of a sudden, like, I want to say like 30 minutes later, I hear a knock at the back door of Dippin' Dots. It's like a little knock at the back door. You saw that blush I put on? Don't worry about it, it's gonna come off. And when I heard that knock, I was like, who the fuck is here? Is our shift over? I'm like, we don't have to go home for like another 3 hours. He's like, oh, I don't know. So all of a sudden, there was these 2 people there. It was another guy and another girl. And I'm like, our shift's not over. And then right as soon as they came in, there was 2 freaking cops behind them. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? So he was like, come with me, ma'am. Come with me, sir. Da, da, da. I went to this little weird place I had never seen before in Six Flags. And it was like a secret door. And I went through there. And all of a sudden, I was, you know, getting transported in a police car to a police station, and they were telling me, oh, you know, how much did you steal? They were asking me, how much did you steal? How much did you do? Da 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 da. You know, if you steal over a certain amount, it's a felony. I was just like, I was just making some money because, you know, my mom doesn't work. She doesn't have a job and I need money to live and da 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 da. Bro, I was talking that talk. Then, yeah. Did I mention it was Mother's Day? So they called my goddamn mom. I am like 14 years old, okay? It is Mother's Day. And my mom gets a phone call saying, hi, we have your daughter, Shakira, okay, down here at the police station. Can you come pick her up? Okay, so let me tell you guys a little bit about where Six Flags is and where I lived, okay? I lived in Trenton. Six Flags is up here. That is a 45-minute drive. I think by the time those people hung up the phone and the time my mom got there was 10 minutes. Yo, my mom had to fly there. She had to get the chopper out. And she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Yo, that was probably the maddest I've seen my mom. Well, you know, my mom got mad before. And I got another story for that. But, so, you know, being a hustler, that made me do like some crazy things. So ever since that happened, God, thank you, God, I didn't get locked up. Thank you, God, it wasn't like a felony. Thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. But going through that just made me want to live life through integrity. That's one of the things that my mom I don't think she necessarily taught me, but going through that experience, it taught me to live my life through integrity. So one of the first lessons that I taught my daughter was integrity. What does integrity mean? And it's always do the right thing, even when no one's looking. Matter of fact, I am going to ask her on camera so you guys can see, like, she'll know it. I'm not coaching her. So, and right there, listen, this is unscripted, and Ava doesn't, you don't know what I'm about to ask you. Do you know what I'm about to ask you?
No.
No, okay. What does integrity mean?
Integrity means to do the right thing when no one's even looking.
Good job, high five. So, and that was like, she probably knew that since she was 2. So even if she does something bad, I'm like, tell me, because I want you to live life through integrity. Like, just tell me. Like, you're not gonna get in trouble if you tell me the truth. You're gonna get in trouble if I have to find out you lied, bro. That's when you get in trouble. I got me a job at a different supermarket, and I used to work there a lot. And when I worked at that supermarket, I actually had my first incident of like an older guy hitting on a younger girl, and I didn't think nothing of it when I was that age. But now when I look back on it and me saying the story out loud, I'm like, hey yo. Hey yo. So I was a cashier at Super G, and Super G is like, was the main supermarket that you go to. Like, now in Florida it's Publix. I think up in Jersey now they have like ShopRite. There was this guy that was always outside of the supermarket. He used to sell bootleg CDs and DVDs. So I don't know if you guys remember this era of bootleg shit. Oh, you can see how I blended in, right? Bootleg shit, but like that was like the time. Like, what? I got that new Jay-Z. This guy was funny as fuck because he used to be outside the store and be like, CDs, DVDs, hip hop, and R&B. So that was like the song. So if you know, he had it. So he would come through with his damn, you know, those little cases that got all the CDs in it. It ain't got no real cases on it. It's just like in piece of plastic. And you know, you pick what you want, you know, that's that. So, oh, God. I used to just crack up, and every time I would go in, you know, just like a cordial hi. So I'll never forget, there was one time, you know, we were in the supermarket, and I was over there putting some cards back. He's like, hey, yo, excuse me, come here. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? He was like, you look so good, da 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 da. And by the way, I'm like 16 years old, like 200 pounds. Like, I don't really look good. He's just talking shit to me. He's like, you look so good, you know, blah blah blah. You make my hard. I know this is graphic, so by the way, disclaimer, if you're not into graphic stuff, skip past this. The timestamps are at the bottom. Like, this is intense, but I'm saying this out loud because if somebody goes through this, like, I want you to tell somebody. And my dumb, stupid self, and I'm gonna call myself all those above, I didn't tell nobody. So I swear to God, I didn't tell nobody. I didn't tell my mother, I didn't tell my cousin, I didn't tell my brother, I didn't tell nobody. I was scared. Dumb and scared. Stupid and scared. I should have. So, anywho, this guy was like, you make my heart, blah, blah, blah. So he says, come over here for a second. I'm like, I'm here. How much closer you want me to come? He's like, I just want you to see like how you make me feel, blah, blah, blah. And he actually pulled out inside of the supermarket at the car section. Like, we had Hallmark, dog. What you doing? What is you doing? When I tell you, I can look back on it now and like really beat myself up for like not doing the right thing. And I thought I was living life with integrity, but like dealing with this, I was like, bro, how am I gonna tell somebody without somebody being mad at me? I thought someone would be mad at me because of how I made somebody else feel. But then when I look back on it, bro, I was wearing a Super G smock. That thing was huge. You really didn't see nothing. Like, he was just a sick, just really weird. And did I touch it? I don't know. What the fuck? No. But at the same time, I'm like, what would make this guy think that? I'm like, no, get the fuck out of here, dog. Like, you're crazy. And I had a little bad trailer mouth on my ass. I was like, no, get the fuck out of here. You're crazy. But he was like, don't tell nobody. You know, like even he said it out loud. And I did not tell anyone because of him telling me. I did not tell anyone because I just felt like, who the fuck's gonna believe me? Who am I telling? Try to work hours and work so I didn't have to do my daily chores. My mom would get pissed off at that. But you know what? It's all good. Like, I didn't want to do chores. I wanted to make money, honey. I'm about the coins, baby. It's really cold in Jersey. Like, I mean, fucking freezing. Do you know, one night, I was like, Mom, I walked to work. And that was the night I was supposed to do my chores. And she was like, okay, well, do your chores and I'll take you to work. I was like, Mom, I have to go to work. I'm not doing those chores right now. I'll do them when I come home. She said, if you don't do your chores, I'm not taking you to work. So I was like, all right, Mom, I gotta leave. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. My chores, I know you want me to do my chores, but I gotta go because I'm supposed to be at work at this time, and guess what? I'm not there. Okay, so I gotta go. I left my butt, walked to work, and there was a cold front. And cold fronts in Jersey is not like 30, 40 degrees. Cold fronts are like 9 degrees. Bitch, we freezing out there, okay? We fucking freezing. So, what did I do? I still took my little butt to work, and I did not have a ride home because my mom wasn't taking me. My mom said, if I have to come pick you up, I'm gonna charge you money for gas. I said, Mom, I am your kid. Pick me up. So to teach me a lesson, my mom made me walk my happy ass home at 10:30 at night. So as I was walking home, thank you bejesus, there was a guy that I went to high school with that saw me and was like, hey, do you need a ride home? Absolutely, let me hop my ass in, okay? Absolutely. I did that shit. I got in the car. But when I look back at it right now, like the world that we live in right this second, what if I would have gotten that car and never got home? Bro, you think about that shit. You think about that. So I was like, okay, Vince is gonna take me home. Thanks, Vince. Shout out to Vince. I don't know where Vince is in his life, but shout out to you, Vince. Just making silly decisions, being insecure. I didn't have a father figure. I didn't have, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot. You know, it's a lot that I did that I wish I wouldn't have done. Would I have been in a different place in my life? I don't know, but I'm still that bitch, so it don't matter. Thought to myself, like, if I'm gonna go away to college and if I'm gonna be like that girl, I need to start like losing weight. Again, I got teased on as a kid for being big, so I was like, maybe if I lose weight, I won't get teased on. It wasn't even about being healthy. It was just like about not being teased. So I started losing weight. So I went from 11th grade summer, I went from 215 pounds down to 150, okay? 150. And let me tell y'all the two things that inspired me to lose weight. It was not just the teasing. One of them was, I was walking down my supermarket aisle and I saw on the box of this like special K box, it said lose a dress size in 2 weeks. And then on the side of the box was like, eat cereal for breakfast and dinner. Bitch, I could do that. I can eat some cereal for breakfast and dinner. And I mean, as long as it's not Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Captain Crunch. And the second thing that inspired me is there was this kind of like documentary style show on MTV called Fat Camp. It's like True Life, I'm at Fat Camp. And it was about bigger kids who just exercised and worked out all day. I would drive my car to it was like a track in this like this wooded area. Again, go fucking figure, dumb shit. And I would walk around this track in a garbage bag. So I don't know if you guys know, like these sweatsuits that are out now, like you put like a sweatsuit on. It's like a sweatshirt and a pair of pants, and it makes you sweat bullets. I used to make my own. I wish I would have invented that shit. because I don't even know what told me. Oh, you know what told me? My mom used to say she used to wrap her stomach with saran wrap. So I was thinking, okay, well, if you're doing plastic saran wrap, I would saran wrap my stomach, put a garbage bag on top of it, and then put a Rockaware velour sweatsuit on top. Then I would take my CD Walkman. So you know those little portable CD players with the headphones, and you put only one CD in there, AA batteries. Okay, cool. I didn't have the back to cover the AA batteries, so I used to hold the batteries in place while I was fucking. I only had 2 CDs, E, First Lady album, and DMX, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. Those are the only 2 CDs I had. I got that CD recorder, I'll never forget, for my birthday, and I cried like a baby. So I would run around that track, and my mom told me that if you run around that track like 3 times, or go around the track 3 times, it would be considered a mile. So I told myself I have to go around here at least 9 times, damn it, so I can do 3 miles a day. And that's what I did. All my homeboys that I used to hang out with, because I told you I was a tomboy, I didn't hang out with girls like that, and I had one best friend, he was a guy too, and long story short, like, they was like, who is this? Who are you right now? And I had my braids in my hair where you only braid it to like halfway and the rest would be like fuzzy. So I used to have my cute little ponytails. I used to be walking around the hallways because I thought I was a shit with my tight jeans on, my tight bodysuits on. I was ready, honey. So then, now because I'm skinny, girls used to hate on me. Hate! Like, oh, this bitch thinks she all that. And I do. I had to put it in there. I had to put it in there. But no, it's not that I think I'm all that. It's just I got me some confidence now. Like, I feel like I'm not ugly. I feel, come to think of it, like, I had to deal with girls hating on me at like a young age. And I never had really, you know, good relationships with females at a young age. I'm grateful for the friendships that I have now. But like as a kid, I just, no. But anywho, I had this pencil in my hand for how long? 99 years. Let me actually put it on. Mascara, again from ColourPop. I do want to say something though. Like in real life, I look more warm. Maybe it's the lighting. Let me see if I change my lighting. I'm so fucking extra. It's so hard to try to get this shit symmetrical. God damn, it's so hard. How do I fix my makeup? Because so it takes me like a little bit of makeup remover. Girl, I don't even know where I got this from. Don't even get me to guessing. I'm just gonna put a little bit in here and a little bit in the cap. And dab in a very thin brush. Get that thing soaking. Get that thing poking. And then I'm gonna clean it up. I really need my makeup removed for this because I always fuck this up. Like I always fuck it up. So let me focus, okay? Okay. You have to let this dry a little bit. If you don't let it dry, it's not gonna work. But while it's right before it dries, I take this brush right here, another little thin brush, and I kind of just take it, any wet liquids underneath the white that I just did under my eye. You might have to get a little bit off of this eyeliner. Did I mention that my eyeliner was ColourPop too? Probably not. Up close, yeah, they look a little fucked up. So let me go in here. Now I realize. So I'm gonna let that sit. You know, I like to let it sit for a long time. And then while that's sitting, I'm gonna take out my pens. So yes, back to the script. That is pretty much like my childhood. Yeah, I mean, wild shit. And I'm just missing out like a bunch, you know what I mean? But I don't want these vlogs to be like 99 years long, but I do want to give you guys some tidbits because, you know, if you see me acting extra cocky on the gram, or if you see me acting like, you know, like people don't care about me, or if you see me, you know, downplaying certain things, it's because like I just been through so much, you know, that forces me to think that way and forces me to think maybe sometimes pessimistically when you know, I could possibly think a little bit more optimistically. So that's kind of like my motto of the day. If you haven't learned anything, learn these two things from me. Go through life with integrity, okay? And the other thing is, you know, think optimistically. Not everybody's out to get you. Unfortunately, that's how I thought my whole life, and it's not true. Oh, let me put on some earrings. I'm tripping, B. You know, it really come together when you put on some earrings. No, my face is not finished. I gotta blend it out just a little bit more with some powder, and then I'll be done. And yeah, welcome to my every night I go out look. This is the look, okay, honey? So hope you like it. Make sure you like, subscribe, give your girl a thumbs up, all of the above. That's what I need, okay? That's what I need.